I ask the statement of the Manifesto development process summarize as you did in O-level.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adin, National Chairman of the Party and Campaign Manager. Your Excellency, Brigadier Julius Madabiu, National Candidate for the SLPP 2023 elections, Honorable Vice President, Vice Presidential Candidate, and Deputy Leader of the SLPP, our dearest, our warmest, our toughest First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Madam Fatima Dabibio, the Chairman of the Committee, the National Secretary General of the SLPP, Omar Napoleon Koma, one of the newest members of the SLPP, Dr. Victor Gwakarifo, our great ally in the battle for development, in the battle for the war against poverty, Dr. Kande Kole Yonkela, leader of the NDC, colleague cabinet ministers present here, national officers of the SLPP, advisors, parliamentary and local council candidates, our revered paramount chiefs and traditional leaders, members of the clergy, executives at all levels, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Allow me to express thanks to the party for giving me an opportunity to once again demonstrate that I can do a little bit better. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, National Chairman, for allowing me to lead this very important process of developing the Manifesto for the SLP election 2023. You made no mistake. I'm the Chief Minister of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I'm the central government, with considerable knowledge in everything that happens in government. I got all the information, so it was easier for me to serve as chairman of my president. Allow me, Your Excellency, Honorable Vice President, National Chairman of the party, to attempt to establish some credibility of the manifesto. The manifesto is developed with 5 years experience in democratic governance. We've been in power for 5 years. We've had several cabinet meetings. We've enacted several laws. We discussed several things. Issues have come up, and the manifesto is informed by these issues that came to cabinet. The manifesto is also benefiting from the vast experience of the chairman of the committee with over 30 years experience in economic and development management. First, as an analyst, second, as a project manager, policy advisor, policy maker, 3 years as finance minister, 2 years as chief minister. The manifesto is also informed by experiences and high-level theoretical backgrounds of people from very good schools, Harvard trained economists and others were trained economists. It's also benefiting for ministers who have implemented policies for the past 5 years with all the experiences. So in summary, Your Excellency, the process started by accepting unsolicited proposals, contributions from members of the public, those who are interested, those who are politically smart, they know manifesto time is here, elections are coming, they make their contributions, which were put together. We did a stock taking exercise that led to the party conference, ultimately where the party reported to the membership of the successes. We solicited contributions from the district. Also, Your Excellency, the several visits of various chiefdoms also informed the manifesto itself. The utterances or rather the proposal or request that were made by traditional authorities the youth, the women, were issues that we took on board when drafting this manifesto. We also had written reports from ministers. Having been a minister for 3 or 5 years, you are better placed, I assume, to tell how you want to take the ministry forward. So they made their contributions. We consolidated that, all those contributions. Initially, then we had a big retreat of about 30 people that were divided into thematic groups that discussed those zero draft, eliminated what were not possible, injected new languages here, slanted things the way the thing is better put, and did the needful. As expected, a small group again sat down, did quite a lot of this, and finalized the document, sent it out to a fairly larger group again, they made some comment and sent it. At the tail end, we also got contributions from our allied party, the NGC, they made the contribution to the 6-page contributions. We inserted or that took on board some of the contributions. We realized most of the contributions were allied with ours. I would just say, well, that is good for their lives. So we just play around with that. We also benefited from the contributions from the NDC. So, Your Excellency, the manifesto here is well informed. The data is the best data you can imagine we have, and it's participatory. It's not done by JJ Safa alone. It's done by a group of people, representatives from different organizations. At this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to just name those that were part of this process, that participated in the retreat. I start from Joseph Sharma Kamara, the Director for Economic Management in the Office of the President. Joseph Sharma Kamara, Jagatoma Sani, Rados Suare, Amru Dawa, Fatmatai Kaitimi Sifoy, they are working with me. Mahmoud Sheikh Kamara, they used to be at the IDB. He's got 30 years experience in development management. Madam Mustafa, NIB. Charlie Momodu, SLRA. PK Mona. Patrick Komowa, he used to work in the Unido with Dr. Young Tenan. Saido Aziz Kamara. Fodeba Adawa. Sapato Bakazir, Time. Josephine M. Saido, Education. Mama Sewa Kroma, Mohamed Gondo, Albert Ford, Emmanuel Daima, Lansbury, Abdul Manaf Kabokai, Abraham John, James Edwin, and Alaji Mahmoud Kuma. These are the people who attended the workshops. There were quite a lot of anonymous, very powerful people who worked to debate for the last day, who do not want to be named here. Your Excellency. There are others again who advise that we don't name them publicly. So allow me to extend thanks to all of them. So Your Excellency, finally, let me just say, the process was participatory, the process was well done, and the process benefited from several discussions, several proposals that were made, several decisions that have been taken, and finally, it benefited from your great wisdom. This is your manifesto. It is based on what I know, very close to you in government, what you want and what you think is right for this people. And this consolidating begins and accelerating the transformation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Forgot also to mention that the food security is at the end. That's going to be espoused by the author of this document, Excellency. Permit me now to introduce the late comer. Yeah, can you stand up, please? Well, I'm not the headmaster, yes, this is the former Minister of Mines, Information, minister, being presidential minister to the defunct APC government. And today is the mouthpiece of the president and the presidency. And the minister of Northwest, which are then there with a day for local, Banner, and the others for yes, different types. That is the Alpha, Dr. Alpha Khan, Lafuangebo. Well, I hear it. Afomini, out of me, when I go to talk serious, Alpha Khan will call one country, one people. Anyway, Mother you, God be with you. You are blessed. Mother you is a good shepherd, goes and brings them. That's everything are big, they will accept them. The more, the better for us. The better for the party to be strong, to be resistant from external shocks and internal implosions. Thank you very much, Pa. Now, one more announcement. The bar after it's done, I want to make any man know say, now here we will launch the campaign. Now here we will launch the campaign. We get prior engagement in Adaro. You know, say, this symbol award, so we need to go and talk to certain people. So do you let them know that false rumor. Not to be choose for Kanayao, not to the party. Why ask HE? Who's out the launch? You know, I will not eat a lot of I take the time for asking. Who's out the launch this national campaign? I said, now the first I say, don't shake. Of course, I can't even. I said, yes, I said, I they talk, maybe they talk to me. Maybe I forget for no saying I can't even. So I gave it up. So, Candyman, and they pass in how they come. That down and maybe this problem, don't bring it here. They don't. Now I have the similar honor and privilege to call upon the leader of this great party, the president himself.
Our economy was in shambles. Corruption had become endemic. Our people had little trust in government. Our infrastructure was crumbling, and our human capital base was low. When I took the oath of office on the 4th of April in 2018, I solemnly promised all Sierra-Leoneans that I would work tirelessly to bring about real change and sustainable transformation in the land that we love. Today I stand before you confident we have delivered on that promise as the talk and do SLPP government. We took on the big challenges and succeeded in addressing them under the most extraordinary global upheavals. We prioritize human capital development as the catalyst for sustainable national development and social progress, with free quality education as the flagship program. Our development efforts are tangible, and our results are laudable even to the most stern critics. On almost every single indicator in education, from access, literacy, and numeracy rates, gender parity in outcomes, to transition rates, Sierra Leone is better today than 5 years ago. It gives me great pleasure and hope that our children can afford the opportunity for a fit-for-purpose education to allow them to grow and achieve their full potential and become productive citizens, while removing the burden of school and exam fees from parents and guardians. Sierra Leone has improved and performed better on most health outcome indicators in the healthcare sector than most regional neighbors over the past 5 years. For instance, with a 60% reduction in maternal mortality rate, fewer women now die during childbirth, and more infants grow up to see their 5th birthday than 5 years ago. I was nurtured and raised by my mother of blessed memory and her tribe of women. So I deeply appreciate women's critical role in our society. As a result, during my presidency, I've been decisive and deliberate in promoting the rights of women and girls. My SLPP government has enshrined in our laws that women should have the same opportunities as men in every facet of life. And we will continue to empower them to become equal partners through the landmark Kiwi Bill. Now, the Hands Off Our Girls campaign, led by the First Lady, has set to keep our girls in school longer and protect them from early pregnancy and marriage. Thank you, Madam First Lady. Through Manifesto Fund, we have supported thousands of women and shown strong faith in micro, small, and medium enterprises, which are the bedrock of our economy. Our social protection programs, like the unconditional cash transfer by NACSA, continues to give assistance and dignity to our society's most vulnerable. As a party in government, we are shown that we are responsible for caring for humanity. In the last 5 years alone, we have also given a first lift to our infrastructure. The Sierra Leone People's Party government has built a modern international airport that meets international standards for the first time since independence. We have paved additional township roads, linked more districts, headquarter towns, and constructed bridges, feeder roads to ease the movement of people and goods and access to market and services. We have increased the proportion of households with access to electricity and built the capacity to double access while reducing the cost. Ensuring people trust our democracy and government has been critical to me and the Sierra Leone People's Party. My government has been the most aggressive at tackling corruption. Our efforts in this regard have been noticed and rewarded by several reputable international organizations, including the Millennium Challenge Corporation and Transparency International, ranking my SLPP administration among the most corrupt-free in the region. We have removed the death penalty and given the press more freedom. For 55 years, where under my predecessors promised and failed to repeal the seditious libel law, I, Julius Malabio, promised and I delivered. Fellow SLPP members, our hardest challenge is the rising cost of living, resulting from the multiple global shocks which started with COVID-19 pandemic less than 2 years into my governance. My resolve has been to do all that we can to shield our people from these economic shocks. We have ensured that essential commodities are available in the country even when other nations experience prolonged shortages. We have heavily invested in boosting local food production for our people to feed their families. To sustain livelihood, we have increased the salaries of teachers, lecturers, nurses, the police, and the military, and consistently pay salaries on time. We have raised the minimum wage and increased pension for retirees. We created jobs in the public sector and provided the enabling environment for job creation in the private sector. While we are pleased and proud of these successes, we realize that there is still more to do. Ongoing global crises have brought undue suffering to many people across the globe, including in Sierra Leone here, and tested our resolve as a nation. Like previous tests in our country's history, this too shall pass, because we have faith that wisdom inspires and zeal that never tires. Today, fellow SLPP members, I would like to summon that faith and zeal as I mark the start of my re-election campaign by launching the People's Manifesto 2023, titled The New Direction, Consolidating Gains, and Accelerating Transformation, to continue the work we have started 5 years ago. The manifesto gives a full account of our stewardship in the last 5 years, outlines our plans for the next 5 years, and represents a new social contract between the Great Sierra Leone People's Party under my leadership and the people of Sierra Leone. This pivotal moment demands visionary leadership, bold action, and the courage to champion change, game-changing transformation. The changes presented by the global crisis require solutions that last not only through the current situation, but for future shocks. We are filled with hope and determination as we seek the future. The plans we have laid out for the next 5 years promise to tackle the most pressing challenges head on. The SLPP and its supporters will not rest until we make sure no family goes to bed hungry. We will not rest until we ensure every child has free access to quality education. The SLPP will not rest until every youth seeking a job gets meaningful employment. We promise to continue toiling until we achieve food security in every region in Sierra Leone, prevent unnecessary death due to inadequate healthcare services, connect our production centers to markets, light up and power Mama Salon, and ensure access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene to every corner of Sierra Leone. Our vision is long-term. Our vision is to build a Sierra Leone that works for all. Our vision is to create a resilient nation for our children's children. My fellow SLPP members, the People's Manifesto 2023 is anchored on 5 key initiatives for building an inclusive and prosperous Sierra Leone and for faster and lasting transformation. I crave your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, to articulate the SLPP 5 game changers. 5 game changers. The first of our 5 big initiatives is Feed Saloon. The bomb at the campus now. This initiative entails an ambitious program to boost stable food production, to drastically minimize our reliance on food imports, increase exports, create jobs, faster economic growth, and reduce poverty. The second initiative is human capital development for nurturing skills in the 21st century. This initiative will continue to build on human capital base, invest more in healthcare as a key driver for a productive society, and create equal opportunities for women across all facets of life. The third Big Five initiative is a youth employment scheme. The aim is to create 500,000 jobs in 5 years by promoting the enabling environment for youth economic empowerment. The fourth initiative is revamping the public service architecture through delivery, efficiency, and professionalism. The fifth initiative is a technology and infrastructure program to serve as pathways for sustainable economic growth. Fellow SLPP, I believe making progress in these key areas will set Sierra Leone on a sustainable path of transformational change, poverty reduction, and resilience in the face of external shocks. The June 24th election is critical in our country's history. Voters elect the leader and the political parties best suited to steer our country through the current challenges towards lasting transformation. Julius Malabio and the Sierra Leone People's Party are best suited to continue our socio-economic progress and build on it for a better Sierra Leone. Steady and emphatic leadership under the Sierra Leone People's Party has brought us this far, and we have what it takes to move us even further. Together, we have laid a solid foundation for progress, and now is the time to build upon our achievements. I humbly request your support and trust as we continue this journey together. Let us unite as one nation, bound by a shared vision of prosperous, inclusive, and vibrant Sierra Leone. A vote for Julius Malabio and the Sierra Leone People's Party is a vote for continued transformational change that leaves no one behind. Conversely, a vote for any opposition candidate would mean taking a step backward towards a non-inclusive and non-progressive national development agenda. My running mate, Dr. June Jallo, and I invite all progressive-minded Sierra Leoneans to join us in an effort to secure a prosperous future for Sierra Leone. It is crucial that we all show up and vote on June 24th to ensure our country stays on the right path towards sustainable economic development and social progress. I will not promise that the road ahead will be easy, but with relentless determination and unwavering commitment, as we have shown, we will usher in transformational development in Mama Salone. That is one I can promise. Together, we can continue to work hard to build a Sierra Leone with a clear vision of progress and prosperity. We urge well-meaning Sierra Leoneans to vote for the Sierra Leone People's Party and help transform our beloved country into a beacon of hope and opportunity for all. I will end by leaving you with these words. Voting in June 24th, presidential election and parliamentary election, we express your belief about our country. I said this to you, fellow SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs more schools, more teachers, increased pupils, enrollment, improved pass rates and public exams, expanded school feeding for learners, vote for Julius, Maladio, and the SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs to improve things and cultural productivity to attain food security, vote for Julius, Maladio, and the SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs more healthcare facilities, nurses, doctors, and improvement on key health indicators, vote. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs a more resilient and inclusive economy, vote. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs a he for she champion, and empowerment of women and girls. Let me say, hands off our girls, that's it. If you believe Sierra Leone needs more transparency and accountability in governance, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more transparency in the mining sector, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more electricity and water supply action, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more roads, bridges, and other purpose infrastructure, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more jobs and economic empowerment for young people, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more international successes in sport and flourishing football games, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more action on climate change, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more international respectability and continental and global leadership, finally, if you believe that Sierra Leone should not be taken back to 1961, fellow members of the Sierra Leone People's Party, the NDC, our alliance party, fellow comrades, it is with utmost pride and boundless optimism that I now launch the Sierra Leone People's Party Manifesto. The new direction, consolidating gains and accelerating transformation. Congratulations to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, and for all of us to familiarize ourselves with the 2023 Manifesto pledges and take message of transformation and change to the people. As we go out on campaign, Let us knock on every door and engage every voter with confidence and pride and conviction that only the Sierra Leone People's Party has the presidential candidate who promises and delivers. On that note, I thank all of you as we come to the end of this one. Thank you.
Shoulder,